English bearing the jumper.
The key stat in the first half, Barberton did not go to the foul line, and I bet you're going to have to go in the record books a long way back to find that happening.
The Magic's counter with their starting 5 as we start the second half. Found the open man, and that's Sawyers.
Sawyers is good around the hoop. He's kind of a garbage man type guy. He'll pick up that loose ball and put it in the hole.
Carrollton, Rinka short. That was John. And you see what Carrollton's done. They've come out in a 3-guard offense with the Rinkus brothers and Todd English. And maybe to try to combat the pressure, perhaps. Well, Hubbard, who played well, although he was saddled with some foul trouble. He had 8 in the first half. I think he's the man that really makes this Magic's team go. This is Gregory. No, rebound, John Rinkus. They'll call Gregory for the blocking foul.
Gregory just kept moving over and over, forcing the man to the sideline, and once you force him out of bounds, you got to call a shot because there's no such thing as a force out.
That could mean a quick seat on the bench because that's his 3rd.
Well, I think Jack's got to let him play. He's got to let them all play this half. He can't afford to keep running them in and out.
Well, we saw Warren Western Reserve get in a ton of foul trouble. One of the keys to the game, along with the McKinley defense. Nice drive, but he didn't get the roll. English, and the rebound to Sawyer. Could history be repeating itself here? We'll have to wait and see. DeBevico.
Good. Power move, and he got it to fall. We're tied at 28. 6:32 remaining in the 3rd period.
For Mickey, that's his first 2. They need his offense. Averaging 11 per game. Dangerous cross-court pass, and Gregory with it. Gets it to Hubbard. Carrollton got back well. Gregory, double pump, air ball. Rebound by Corey Harper. Puts it over to English.
Sawyers. Oh no, they got the wrong man.
John Rinkus, that's his first.
Rarely do you see the man with possession of the ball get called for that kind of a foul.
And now the 5th starter, Arbogast, for Carrollton checks in. And John Rinkus, the 6th man, goes out.
So we're back to the original 10.
Culligan, no. Rebound comes out. And there's going to be a foul call.
That's Sawyers. Jack says, what did you expect him to do?
5:58 to go. We shouldn't mic the truck. We really should. 28 all is the score. They're hammering at each other tooth and nail here. Carrollton holding their own against the highly favored Magics. I see a lot of, right now at least, I see a lot of the same things we saw down the stretch in last night's game. Good defense by Carrollton, and the other team, in this case Barberton, getting into foul trouble.
You go back to the Worcester-McKinley game, we've had an outstanding game each and every time out.
We've had some great ones for you here live at the Civic Center. Glad you could be with us on this Thursday evening. O'Donnell high post, gets it down. English double pumps, partially deflected. Oh my! The prayer shot is answered. Corey Harper from the seat of his pants for 2. Get that on the highlight reel. And I think it's fired up Carrollton. Well, they say you got to take advantage of your breaks.
That might say it all so far, that shot.
That was a prayer from above. This is Gregory with the basketball. They're looking inside. Magic's trying to get it inside. They do to Sawyers. He's cut off. Get it back to Gregory. He'll put it up. Nope. Knocked around inside. He'll go to the Warriors.
Off of Sawyers.
30-28. Carrollton leads it. Just under 5 minutes to go third quarter.
You watch all this good fortune for Carrollton and all the bad fortune for Barberton. You look up on the board and it's only 2 points. It's kind of like a ticking bomb in the back seat of your car.
So Donald. Short off the front of the rim, but Carrollton will keep it.
Carrollton came in looking to get a measure of respect. They've got plenty of it from this Barberton Magic team and their fans.
Got it inside, up and off the glass. Corey Harper. He's had the hot hand. 8 in the game, 4 in this quarter. We're not halfway through yet. The third period of play. Coming up with the ball, Gregory gets it out to Sawyers. And back to Gregory. Good ball movement. DeBevick lost the handle, but they're going to call a foul inside. It'll be on Joe Rinkus.
Not a shooting foul, though. They've gone 2.5 quarters, and Barberton has yet to shoot a foul tonight.
We've only called 5 fouls on the Magics. About 3 times that many on Barberton.
Oh, and here we are. They're going to call that a shooting foul. Let's see. There's the pass. Let's see if he's taking it to the hoop. He was just starting through. They're going to ring up 2 shots for Mickey DeBevick, 6'3" and a senior.
Dave Ollinger with Carrollton is with you. He's wondering about that one, too.
Well, he didn't go far enough to know what he was going to do with it.
DeBevick, his 3rd point of the night. He's averaging 11. He's shooting 60% from the foul line. Not on the second one. Rebound by Arbogast. It's a 3-point Carrollton lead as we approach the midway point 3rd quarter. Arbogast, short jumper, air ball, saved by Corey Harper, but he throws it right to Sawyers. This is Hubbard going to the hole.
This absolutely drives a coach crazy because he had no opportunity to prevent the bucket.
Instead of a 5-point lead for Carrollton, we're going to have a tie score.
Watch number 11 English. He's trailing from the left side. He has no prayer.
Now Hubbard has 10. He's the leading scorer in the game. First trip to the foul line. He's shooting 73% for the season. We are tied at 32 midway through the 3rd quarter. And the ball intercepted. Barberton, see if they can take advantage.
Going to call a block. Everything's going wrong now for the Black.
Joe Rinkus, and that'll be his 3rd. They can ill afford to lose number 13. And his brother John will check in.
Take a look. Charge or block? The age-old question. 13 was not set.
Now remember this, midway through 3rd quarter could be a turning point. For the first time, we're going to see Kevin Butterfield check in. He's a 6'1" senior forward. His first action, and only the 7th player to get in for Carrollton.
And Rinkus will take a seat, take a little rest with his 3 fouls in a 32-32 ball game.
Gregory gets it to Mickey DeBevick. Looking inside for Sawyers. This is McCulligan. Over to Gregory, jump shot. Off the front of the iron. Sawyers, great move inside, couldn't get the fall, tip is in.
Mickey DeBevick on the tip. Sawyers, the garbage man, keeping it alive, and good thing happened.
Mickey with 5 now. Barberton, 2-point lead. Jumper buried by Corey Harper, and he's on fire.
This team, when you give him a chance to square up to the hoop, are deadly.
He's got 10, including 6 in this 3rd quarter. We're tied at 34, approaching the 3-minute mark. DeBevick muscles it up. No, tip is in.
That was Gregory with 3 fouls coming over the top of 4 players.
For his first 2.
36-34, you've got to go way back to find a Barberton lead, if at all.
Tim DeBevick is back in and checking out as Gregory gets a good hand from the Barberton faithful.
Jack saw what I saw. He went over 3 players, got the nice tip, but have a seat and relax. We'll use you in the 4th period.
Exactly at the 3-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Carrollton down by 2, but they have the basketball. It was Barberton by 1 at the end of 1. It was Carrollton by 2 at the half. That's the type of game it's been. Try to get it inside. Who hit it last? They'll go over to the Magics.
The referee nearest the play was screened out. He had to get help from the far side. Always a tough position to put the other man in.
For Barberton now, the DeBevick brothers are in. McCulligan, along with Sawyers, and the man with the basketball, Hubbard. McCulligan, a lot of arc on that one, but didn't draw any iron. But again, offensive rebound by the Magic.
Get Tim DeBevick.
Tim has 4 off the bench. Wild scramble here. English has it. They're letting him play right now.
I was just going to say, Sawyer shoved number 11 English all the way into the seats.
They were one of the top seats, though. Nice ball movement to O'Donnell.
Good play. They got that ball around the horn fast without the ball hitting the ground.
38-36, Barberton inside 2 minutes. We'll have a call here to be a block on John Rinkus. His second.
Tough call again. Hubbard with no place to go except over the top of the defender. Rinkus had reached in and actually had the ball loose for a second.
Now it's Carrollton that's over the limit. Foul wide. Well, Ray Hubbard has 11, including 3 here in the third period of play.
Barberton is going to go into their number 1 defense, probably some kind of a press.
Got the roll on that one. He has 12, and he's the leading scorer in the game.
Dave Ollinger to our left. He's up working hard as well. His team has played a spirited 3 quarters of basketball here at a nearly sold out Canton Civic Center.
O'Donnell skied for that rebound. Here comes John Rinkus. Sawyers will pick up a foul.
Here you see Sawyers. He's going to saddle up for another ride. It's his second in a row down the floor. Here he is.
Went over and met Dave Ollinger on the sidelines, too. Gregory is in, and Sawyers will get a rest. Gregory in with 2, Sawyers out with 4. 1:46 to go. It's a 3-point lead by the Magics, but the Warriors have the basketball. O'Donnell.
He's impressed me. He's got awfully good court presence.
He's got 12 to lead Carrollton, ties him with Hubbard for the individual lead in the ball game. It's a 1-point Barberton lead. The drive, Tim DeBevick.
Got a hack. Trying to find the man they want to give it to. Now the referees are talking. I think one's got to walk, one's got to foul. And the foul will take precedent. 2-4 or 2-3. That would be Butterfield.
See his first.
Dave wants to walk.
You saw it there.
Well, to the credit, the referees talked it over. They're going to go over and talk now. They're going to explain to Dave that what this man did have the walk, the other man had the foul before the call. Well, he hears it, but he doesn't like it.
Yeah. There you saw it. Dave's not too happy with that one. He's got to be happy, though, with the performance of his team.
Tim DeBevick.
He's got 5 off the bench, and he's the leading scorer off the bench for either team. Because he started in place of Sawyers late in the season, a couple of ball games you saw too.
Right, Sawyers had a bad ankle, particularly in the game up against St. Ignatius.
Splits a pair, wild scramble for the rebound, tipped around. The Magics get it. McCulligan, hold on, he walked. I think they're going to pressure the inbounds play now. Barberton 2-point lead, 1:19 to go, third quarter. Going to get a substitution here. It'll be Joe Rinkus in, and going out Butterfield.
Rinkus probably in to inbound the ball, get some experience putting this ball in. It's a big play down the floor for Carrollton.
They got the 3 guards in for the Warriors, the Rinkus brothers, along with English. This is John, only a sophomore. Their big brother Joe is a senior. Oh, beautiful bounce pass to Corey Harper. Wide open.
Caught him overplaying the defense on the right side. Came backside, wide open for an easy bunny.
Inside a minute now, third quarter, and we are tied at 40 here live at the Canton Civic Center. Hubbard penetrates.
That's what he did early, but it's been a while since he did that. He had the open door twice in the first half.
Hubbard with 14, 2-point lead for the Magics. 40 seconds to go, third quarter.
And Carrollton's going to set up for the last one. Dangerous.
30 seconds. We're going to put a little more mustard on those passes. You don't want to lob them against the two quick guards.
Yeah, those are like passes, bad passes, like Billy Kilmer, for example. Just floaters. There it is.
There it is, and there's the steal. Gregory. Remember that play because it gives Barberton a 4-point lead at the end of 3 quarters of play.
Next fall, these kindergarten children will be headed for first grade.
The floor, the problem is he gets it with the back of his head. Right here, around and down. Bang, and that one hurts.
Perhaps one of the biggest stats tonight, the attendance. 4,101. 4,101. Really a tribute to the communities of Barberton and Carrollton. Jump shot, no. Rebound, Gregory. Hubbard with the basketball, loses it, and turns it over.
Trying to force the issue. That's what he does best, though, penetration. He just lost his footing.
Rich Schumann, number 35, will check in for the first time in the ball game for Carrollton, the 8th player used by head coach Dave Ollinger, and he'll replace John Rinkus.
And if you're Jack Reynolds, you're hoping that the schedule and the people that you played and the class will tell down the stretch.
Carrollton with the basketball. 7 minutes, 30 seconds in regulation. Schumann right off the bench, no. Gets the ball back, takes it inside, no. Didn't get the roll. Battles. O'Donnell ends up with it, goes out of bounds to Carrollton.
For the second time tonight, the artillery's facing right down the hoop and it won't stay there.
There you see it, you got the best seat in the house right there. For the inbounds play. This is Joe Rinkus. Over to Schumann that just checked in. Back to Joe. Oh, good ball movement. O'Donnell strong to the hoop.
A lot of coordination for that kid, 6'7".
O'Donnell with 14. 44-42 Barberton. Just inside 7 minutes to go. Sawyer's blocking foul called on Schumann.
Sawyers will go to the line now to shoot 1 plus the bonus.
We get Steve Lake involved in the conversation. Steve, your comments through 3.
Say again?
Are you surprised by Carrollton's performance?
No, actually, I think you have to say that the guard play by Carrollton has been absolutely outstanding, as they have not been intimidated by the Barberton pressure. And you have to remember that one of those Rinkus brothers is just a sophomore. So right now, according to the way they've been playing, you can't be surprised. They're playing super.
I think you can see the crowd, you can hear the crowd here at the Civic Center.
I'm waiting for the dogs at the end.
With the saddles. Mickey DeBevic with the basketball over to McCulligan. They'll take it back out to Gregory. Barberton with a 2-point lead. Carrollton defense. Gregory with the basketball. Loses the handle. Quick pass out to Rinkus. 1-on-1. Gregory had to let him go because he had foul trouble, but
Rinkus just not anticipating that. He didn't think Gregory would pull up and stop. Gregory did. He couldn't afford the 4th.
now Hubbard, a pair of 11s fighting for the basketball. Hubbard and English. English slow getting up. And he'll go over.
Gonna jump. And we'll go to Barberton.
The Carrollton fans perhaps wanted to travel on that one.
Well, 4 hands on the ball, and it just shot out of bounds, so a pretty decent call.
I think both teams have to settle down just a little bit here. We played 2 minutes here.
Little water on the floor where Hubbard and number 11 English went down a few moments ago. Off the Barberton bench, number 25, and that's Dirk Over. He's going to be in for Sawyers. Mickey DeBevic will trigger it inbound. 6:02 remaining, 44-42 Magics.
We'll get John Rinkus back in the game, the young sophomore for Carrollton, and will play Schumann. Now we've had over 7,000 here for 2 nights of regional play. It can only happen in this part of the state of Ohio. Mickey DeBevic, no, tip, no. You hear the contact inside there. Barberton maintains possession, 2-point lead. Gregory.
And he buries it from the corner. A big bucket for Barberton. 46-42. A little breathing room for the Magics.
He's got 6 points all in the second half. Carrollton looking for a bucket here. O'Donnell triple teamed in, no, but a foul.
Have to wait and see who they're going to ring it up on. 2-5, that'll be over. O'Donnell to the line. You take a look, they got him bracketed, 3 men around the ball, but he forces it inside, puts it up, and gets hacked. He's going to shoot a pair.
Safe to say, I think that O'Donnell and Corey Harper have been the standouts through 3 for Carrollton, and certainly that's reflected in the scorebook. That's point number 15 for O'Donnell, and Harper with a dozen. O'Donnell 3 out of 4 from the foul line in this game, shooting 63% on the season. He can bring Carrollton within 2, 5:35 to go in regulation.
This goes to show you what we talked about at the start of the tournament, that there is no standout team this year. On any given night, anybody can rise up and bite the other one.
Dirk Over with the basketball. Here's Gregory.
They're playing a diamond and 2. They've got 15 all over.
Mickey DeBevic couldn't get the roll. Carrollton trying on the fast break, but Barberton getting back. Rinkus, no. Rebound inside and good by Corey Harper.
Watch on the defense. They've got number 15, Joe Rinkus, shadowing number 11, Hubbard.
We are tied at 46, just inside 5 minutes. Hubbard lost the basketball. Carrollton with it. Joe Rinkus gets it to O'Donnell. There's a foul.
Mickey DeBevic.
He wrapped his arms around O'Donnell.
Bear hug. O'Donnell will go back to the line to shoot 2. And take a look at this. Great pass across to the weak side. DeBevic is just tied up. He goes for the grab, prevents the bucket, but that'll send O'Donnell to the line.
Bevic has 3. That's Mickey, and his brother Tim is checked in, and Dirk Over is out for Barberton. A lot of 4s on that scoreboard. 4:44 to go. We're tied at 46.
And the respect for Ray Hubbard is shown as Carrollton's jumped into a different kind of defense. They're playing a regular zone with the exception of number 15, Rinkus, and he's climbing all over number 11, Hubbard.
Todd English gets his first breather in the very warm Canton Civic Center, and checking back in Rich Schumann.
3 4s across the scoreboard, 4:44.
Oh, that was everything but fall.
I was going to say, that came from the bottom of the net up.
He is 4 out of 6 from the foul line tonight. Looking for his 15th point and trying to give his team, more importantly, a 1-point lead. (47-46) Carrollton. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Gregory with the ball, gives it to Tim DeBevic. Tim looks for his brother Mickey, but instead over to Gregory. They're trying to get the ball inside. To McCulligan.
Boy, nice high arching shot over the top of O'Donnell.
McCulligan with 8. It's Barberton up by 1. We got to get a call here to be a blocking foul.
They're consistent. They made that same call all night long as a block. Sawyers is up and off the Barberton bench.
Sawyers is going to check back in.
Right, and English is back in for Carrollton. Hubbard, no, Gregory's going to take a rest for Barberton.
Excuse me, Tom. Gregory's come on strong here in the second half. He has 6 points.
Anybody's ball game at the 4:19 mark.
We haven't had a blowout yet, and that's the way we like to see it.
48-48.
John Rinkus. The young sophomore, 2 pressure free throws. It's a 1-point Carrollton lead.
And keep your eye on Rinkus. He's shadowing Ray Hubbard, who has the ball.
With a one-on-one right here.
And he turned it over. That's the pressure.
No matter what happens to Carrollton, and we'll get back to that comment because they want a timeout, the Warriors lead it by 1. And there with his brother John and Todd English. Back to that 3-guard slot with Harper and O'Donnell down low.
And they've played with a small lineup all night long for the control of the basketball and the good shooters.
It's been the 2 men down low. Harper and O'Donnell have gotten the points, and the 3 men out front have done it handling the ball. Harper gets it up and draws a foul.
It was a nice pass by Rinkus, the young sophomore. Actually almost picked off his own man. But number 25, Harper, was able to recover, put it up, and got hacked.
4th foul on Mickey DeBevic.
There you see the nice pass. It's fumbled originally. A spin up and crack across the arm. Mickey DeBevic will take a seat. The enforcer for the Magic.
Mickey is out with 5. Brian Gregory back in with 6. So setting the Barberton lineup, Hubbard, Gregory, Sawyers, McCulligan, and Harper puts in the first. First trip to the line tonight for number 25. He's shooting 73% for the season. And Mickey's brother Tim DeBevic runs out the 5 for the Magic. Split the pair. 2-point lead for Carrollton, but we could have a tie score. No.
Traveling. And a turnover underneath the Barberton bucket.
Harper knows the floor of the Civic Center very well. He's a young man that put it in from the floor.
We've had a lot of bodies on this floor tonight. Hard-fought contest at 50-48. The Warriors stunning the favored Magics.
Tim DeBevic, almost a set shot there, and he buries it.
From downtown, that's the kind of shot you say, no, 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 great shot.
He's got 7 off the bench. We're tied at 50, approaching the 3-minute mark in regulation.
Good anticipation by McCulligan.
So now it's the Magic that can take the lead at the 3-minute mark. Open McCulligan, passed up the shot. Gregory with the basketball, and back out now Tim DeBevic. Jack Reynolds countering with a smaller lineup now.
The chess game is on.
2 starting guards plus DeBevic, who at 6'1" can handle the basketball, shoot very well from the outside. McCulligan, they found the open man.
Good patience that time. They went across court, and they got the easy 15-footer. Barberton 52-50. Back and forth we go.
McCulligan with 10 in the ball game. John Rinkus, the brother Joe, swinging around to Todd English. Carrollton with the basketball, down by 2. Try to get it inside, another turnover.
Good idea, just couldn't hold the pass. And now Barberton is going to spread it out again.
See how Carrollton counters. Number 1 up, head coach Dave Olinger.
They'll try to throw this around and get a back door if they can.
Barberton with the ball, 2-point lead, 1 minute, 50 seconds to go in the game. Hubbard penetrated, and then McCulligan, I don't think was ready for it.
No, and Hubbard flattened number 13, Rinkus, but after the ball went out of bounds.
Carrollton wants a timeout. 1:45 to go in regulation. Don't you go away. Barberton, 1:45 to go. Carrollton will get the basketball. A jam-packed Civic Center. 4,100. And Steve Lake, 101. Joe Rinkus with the basketball.
Well, we'll
checking in Schumann during that timeout.
We'll see what Dave Ollinger drew up here on the board. He took the timeout to set some kind of play up. There it is, down low. It gets away again. And a foul.
I think it'll be against Schumann.
Going to send Gregory to the line. A wild scramble for the loose ball. They tried to get it low to O'Donnell. Ball got loose again. That's a tough pass, the long bounce pass through people.
Chagrin Falls has defeated Akron St. Vincent.
Reversed. Akron St. V wins.
I thought it was...
6:50, and another timeout going to be taken by Dave Ollinger.
58 seconds to go. The ball is in Barberton's court. Well, it took one of the shortest timeouts on record, but it's not helping now as DeBevic buries them both. 8-point lead. O'Donnell with it. Did everything but fall in, and that's the way it's gone for the Warriors in the last minute and a half. And the Barberton Magic will be meeting the Canton-McKinley Bulldogs for the regional title and a trip to the Final Four in Dayton.
Then we got a foul on number 35, Rich Schumann. The Carrollton Warriors had it all together. It was 52-50 with about 1:19 remaining. And in the last 30 seconds or so, Barberton has just hit him with a 6 spot.
Steve Lake, what happened? What happened down the stretch for Carrollton?
The mystique hit him.
We've got a intentional foul and a timeout, but they're going to have to wait till the shooter takes the first one.
I'll tell you what, Barberton knows they were in a basketball game tonight. Now the back here, and it's Barberton's biggest lead of the game at 10. Carrollton giving them a battle through 3 quarters plus, Tom Cannell, in this game.
Absolutely, and when you look at the scoreboard, you see a 10, 11, 12-point deficit at the end. It's not going to tell the story of the ball game at all.
We'll set up an interesting conversation that will bring you in the post-game show about what that may mean to Saturday's matchup. Now the Magic will play keep away now. 30 seconds to go in the game. Fouls on Harper. Although now everything is basically academic.
An outstanding effort by the Carrollton Warriors and all the people that came up from Carrollton, and there'll be quite a jam going back down Route 43. They've seen an excellent, excellent ball game by their team.
And it should not be a long trip home.
Another rainbow special.
So it's the matchup that everybody expected and that many people wanted to see, Tom.
Here you see the foul. DeBevic trying to protect the ball in the reach-in.
Of course, we're talking about McKinley and Barberton. 12-point lead now for the Magic. Coast to coast, Rinkus, Joe Rinkus. And now a timeout. 19 seconds to go in terms at the end of a quarter. When you look at this scoreboard right now, it's really not indicative of what has taken place here. We've had just another excellent basketball game here live from the Canton Civic Center. Tim DeBevic gets it over to Sawyers, puts it up, and he's hammered. 6 seconds to go.
And Barberton will clear the lane out. There won't be anybody in there to prevent the foul on the rebound. And the Magics will match up Saturday with the McKinley Bulldogs for a trip to Welcome Arena in Dayton.
It's time for head coach Jack Reynolds to get some new troops in there.
Sawyer's here. He puts the shot up. Barberton really not needing to score, but taking it to the hoop, and the foul. Simpson comes back in. Gregory's back in. Tim DeBevick leaves, and he was a spark off the bench tonight. Also out is McCulligan.
Now the Carrollton Warriors. This is nice to see for the young men who've been with the team all year to say that they played in this game.
And a standing O from the fans across the way. They appreciate the effort. And Jack Reynolds takes a very deep sigh of relief along that purple bench. And this bench now is 6-0.
During our broadcast. But the Canton fans will like that.
Because that's even the Browns bench.
Oh, that's right. Now Sawyers has the ball, another substitution, Tom.
Substitution number 41, Team Temple, in place of number 13, Gregory.
Mike Sawyer's looking for point number 6.
Another substitution for the shooter. Harper comes back in.
Typical night scoring-wise for Barberton. Very well distributed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumper at the buzzer. No. And the Barberton Magics have defeated the Carrollton Warriors here, 64-52. Well, Tom Canton, let me get your reaction right away to this one.
Well, it was kind of like I said, in the third quarter, they had, Carrollton had used up pretty much of their strength. They played an excellent ball game to that point. Barberton was only 2 points behind. It was like a ticking bomb, and the ticking bomb caught up with Carrollton. Just a 40-second stretch of the ball game is all it took for Barberton to open it up. It was 52-50 at that point. And from that point on, they outscored them 12-2.
Okay, well, our own Steve Lake will be trying to track down in the mob of purple the head coach of the Barberton Magics, and he has him. So Steve Lake, why not? Take it away with head coach Jack Reynolds of Barberton.
No, last night you were on at halftime, and you're the only guy in Stark County that knew this was going to be a tough game.
Yeah, that's right. We knew they were a good ball club. They played the way a team should. They're well coached, and they got a fine basketball team. There hadn't been any blowouts anywhere that I know of.
You know, your team seemed to have a tough time getting on track offensively, but a little bit of pride and heart got them through tonight.
Yeah, our kids are tough. We hang in there. We've had to play games a lot of different ways this year, and that's just one of the ways that we had to come through and get the job done tonight.
Did you expect their young guards to be as good at handling the press as they were?
We really did. We really did.
Well, that's a great tribute to them and a good win, and we'll see you Saturday, Coach.
Hey, thanks a lot. Thank you.
Back to you guys upstairs.
Okay, thank you, Steve Lake. Congratulations to the Barberton Magics and head coach Jack Reynolds. We'll have more for you live from the Canton Civic Center right after these words of interest.